Did you know that 90% of viewers aren't subscribed? So the last Death Battle Fusions video did pretty well. Not nearly as well as the Smash Brothers video, but I mean, I've been playing this one for a little bit, so I think I'm ready for a part 2. I'm going to focus a little bit on viewer requests from the last video, since people seem to have some pretty good ideas. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Oh hey, we're doing things a little differently now. Whoa, how'd that happen? So let's start things with breaking down the designs we're going to be fusing. Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario Jumpman, Mario Jumpman, Mario Jumpman, the Mario that does the jumping, jump, and the Mario. Yeah, these designs are very, very different, very much by design. Sonic was designed to be the antithesis to Mario, a rival in every way, and that makes it very difficult to fuse, especially because he's a dirty fucking rat! I think the best way to tackle this is to try and find elements of each design that need to stay around. So I think Mario's hat needs to stick around in some way, but so do Sonic's quills. Both characters have major design elements of both blue and red, so that definitely has to stay, of course. So here's the design. I kept him human because making a Mario the Hedgehog was not something I wanted to do. Despite that, he still has Sonic spiky quills in his hair with blue tips instead of just the raw blue hair, just so blue doesn't end up overwhelming the design. Since he still has Sonic super speed, Mario's overalls and shirt became more of like a form-fitting runner's uniform. He has the Sonic movie teaser poster legs. Gloves and shoes are ripped straight from Sonic, and the hat is a visor, making it so spiky hair is still visible, but still keeps him wearing a hat. He also has cat ears on his visor, which... look. I wanted to keep Mario's facial hair, but I thought just the mustache wouldn't look too good, so he gets like that half goatee beard thing or something. I don't know what you'd call this. The scarf is taken from one of my personal favorite Sonic designs, the design from Sonic Boom. And that's Scenario. Oh my god, that's the worst way to fuse their names. That's terrible. That's awful. I am so sorry. Huh? So both Cloud and Link are blonde twinks who wield swords and frequently cross-dress, so they naturally fuse very well and look damn good doing it. Holy shit. In terms of stuff we got to keep from each design, Cloud's hair is just straight up too iconic to not keep the general shape of, right? Both Link, he's got enough variation throughout the years that actually makes it kind of tricky to fuse him. For the most part, I pulled from his Tears of the Kingdom design, since, yeah, it's his most recent look. Also a really just strong design in general. So here he is. Link and Cloud's hair ended up making some wavy and zany hair that naturally spikes upwards with a closer color to Link's, but with frosted tips that keep that bleach blonde look that Cloud has. I kept his face mostly close to how I usually draw Link's because Link is pretty. The funky bandana here is meant to be a fusion of Link's hood from Tears of the Kingdom and Cloud's scarf that he has in the first Kingdom Hearts game. You might say, well, that's not the Cloud you're fusing, but fuck you! I like it. A lot of the other disparate parts of the design just come from each character, things like Raur's arm, Cloud's ribbon, Ocarina Link's glove, and the single pauldron like Cloud has, but looks a lot closer to Hyrule Warriors Link's similar pauldron. There's the tight shirt reminiscent of Cloud with a pattern similar to Link's, and finally, the sword. It got me a bit of shit from my sword-loving friends, but personally, I love it, so who has the last laugh now, huh? It's like a backwards butcher's knife with a fucking wacky hilt, and I like it a lot. I'm calling it the Muster Sword. And yeah, that's Clink. Clunk. Clink, clunk, clink, clunk, clink, clunk, clink, clunk, 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 clink, clunk. And this one just turned into a fucking borderline redesign. Who would have thunk it? Fusing 5 of the same fucking character makes a character that looks a lot like that one fucking character. Classic Megaman is really going to get the short end of the stick since all these designs are derived from it and are, again, the same fucking dude. Let's just show the design, I suppose. Here he is! He looks like a super fighting robot. A blue bomber. This dude does not have that many tiles for a superhero. Most of them have like 5. Anyway, the main thing that gets pulled from Classic Mega Boy here is the chunky wrists and boots. Mega Dude X gets a gem on the forehead and white accents all over the design. Mega Fellow Volnut gets his hair and like segmented sections on certain parts of the design. Probably the weakest contribution, but that's what happens when you're basically just classic Mega guy without a helmet. Anyway, MegaGent.exe gives the design a tight undersuit with the gold trims and the weird Iron Man core thing on like his chest. And finally, Mega Bro Geostellar gives us this pattern on the undersuit, a visor, and a dragon cannon, because that's sick as hell. It's not alive, though, because that's just weird. Like, just the absolute tip-toppy most amount of anime bullshit. Anyway, that's Megaman! I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it's a lot shorter than the last DB speedruns that I did. I really don't know what happened there. I think it was just like I'm trying a new format and I'm trying to like keep things tight, but also like touch on the aspects of the design I really wanted. Maybe next time I can try like talking a bit more about like my actual process, like what all I was thinking whenever I made certain design choices, you know, stuff like that. But that would require me to take notes, and that's very hard for me. But I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash Ults Part 2 is definitely coming. I don't know when. It might be the next video. It might not be. It kind of depends on how the timeline works out. But yeah, it's definitely coming. The video is doing really well, so I want to make a Part 2 to it. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Sonic is not allowed.